leadership sometimes gets thrust on people. Sometimes people grow into leadership, and I think in Chanda's case, she grew into leadership.
She breaks some of the conventions about what people think about when you think about a traditional leader.
She can deal with every situation with calmness and a smile.
What you always, I think what is always remarkable about when you meet Chanda is that most people instinctively figure out she is a leader.
On a global platform, she is a pride for every Indian.
Everyone knows Chanda as the quintessential banker and as the woman who leads from the top.
I distinctly remember Chanda walking into ICICI Limited. It was long many years back as a young MBA and a brilliant MBA, I must add.
She was extremely unassuming. It was something that, at every semester you'd never even ask her as to what her grades were because she was just deemed to be topping.
Chanda's life has not been easy. As you know, she lost her father very young. Her mother was her role model in bringing up 3 siblings.
The early 60s in a small town like Jaipur in India, it was not very common for people to focus on a girl child and a girl child's education.
You can see the makings of a leader even in somebody very young. And there are a lot of traits that are recognizable.
The ability to multitask ruthlessly, to deliver outstanding performance consistently, to continue to be a mother, a wife, a friend.
I think her tough-mindedness, her sharp focus, the fact that she always goes by the book, at the same time brings great entrepreneurial energy, is quite a combination.
I think she's a very, very positive person, very solution-oriented. And if there is any perception of hers being, like an iron lady, it's only a perception.
Never seen her angry, lose her cool, or for that matter, even being upset.
She'll just tilt her head a bit to the side when she's giving you a very tough message at times. There's a smile, but it's, you need to do this better. I've had that feedback.
I think she has that gift to straddle both macro and micro, because sometimes the devil in the detail lets you down.
She's able to manage both work and life in a sensible way.
In my view, work-life balance is not about choosing one of the two. In my view, it's about doing both of them and doing both of them well.
She's always connected. Always connected. I think that is her hallmark.
Even if I were traveling and being in a different time zone, I would make sure that I wake up and speak to my children at 7 a.m. India time before they are leaving for school.
I've seen occasions where she's in some remote corner of US and she's still connected with my son who's standing at the bus stop in Mumbai.
Even if she was in some other part of the world, no matter what time it was, even if it was middle of the night, she would set an alarm so that she could wake up and call us at home and wake us up so that we're not late for school.
It does mean a lot of time management, and I think it means a minute-by-minute prioritization.
I remember once when she went to Washington, she did a 1-hour meeting and left within 1 hour, and the computer couldn't capture the timing.
There are very few women which do exist, which have been the top of their profession, especially in the financial services sector.
This has been a male-dominated industry, and not just that. When I started my career about 33 years ago, India was not that evolved as far as accepting women at the workplace is concerned.
The challenges all women face, and I'm sure Chanda is no exception, are the classic ones: getting married, motherhood, and sustained motherhood.
We've always realized also that women have certain special needs at certain life stages. And we saw that, some of the women were really finding it a little difficult to go that extra mile when they had very young children, or some of them even when they had old parents at home.
Having gone through it herself, being, working for the number of years she has worked, she realizes all the challenges that comes with working and kind of managing a family.
Through this, what the employee is able to do is not just on the side do some data entry from home, but actually continue with the regular career for even as much as a year or so.
But when there is a woman leader For her to do this, it's to me even more challenging, because she then has to make sure that nobody says that she's now swung too far in one direction. I think she has kept this balance brilliantly and taken forward the legacy of running a truly gender-neutral organization.
And she is definitely a role model for most girls. Invariably when we are out in a restaurant or shopping, you'd have so many girls come up to her and tell her about how she really inspires them.
She made me believe that anything is possible if you're passionate, if you prioritize, and if you're humble, and of course if you're okay with not getting any sleep.
Chanda is an ICICI lifer. She has grown through the rank and file of the company, which means obviously that she's extremely astute. She has a great business acumen and an inside-out understanding of the banking sector.
She has really built on the legacy that Mr. Kamath had established of digitizing the bank, digitizing consumer services.
When she took over the retail business, probably 95% of the transactions took place in the branch. But within the next 5 years, probably that came down to 25% of the transactions in the branch.
In a way, we have changed the way banking is done in India, the way Indians do banking, or their relationship with banking and relationship with money.
She's at the very forefront, the tip of the spear in change, and I think financial inclusion, broadening the access of financial services to people.
By the time Chanda finishes it, we can be proud that all Indians will have access to credit.
All the very best for all the endeavors that you will undertake in the coming years.
It makes not only us at the bank proud, but it makes, I'm sure, everybody in India proud.
I think she's done India proud.
So congratulations, Chanda.
I'm so happy I could make it here today with you, and I just wanted to say we all love you.